Well, here's the thing. It's nice to buy fancy equipment and old guitars and vintage amps and I certainly did that and played through lots of different equipment in my career. But at this point in my career, the sound I get, it kind of like the gear doesn't really matter. I just want equipment that can keep up with me, that puts on the show and doesn't break down. Um, I started to notice several years ago, if I just got up and sat in with somebody playing their guitar through their amp on their stage, it still sounded the same. I've gotten up in bars and big concerts, wherever, someone put a guitar in my hand and played it. I started hearing acoustic guitar and it sounded the same. It's the thing is, it's not about the electricity and things like that. How you play and the things you choose to play have more to do with the sound. I can get my sound out of any instrument. So now the instruments I play are just because they look pretty and they feel good. They're set up the way I like them. But I've played guitars with super light strings. I've played guitars with super heavy strings. And then I heard the recordings back and I couldn't tell the difference. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll stop worrying so much about some of this stuff. Um, I can tell you what equipment I play through, but that doesn't mean you're going to get that sound, because what you choose to do with it will be different. I mean, my sound is right here and right here. It's what I choose to play. And I would say the main piece of musical advice I would give somebody in terms of even their tone is remember that you're communicating. It's like a human voice. It's an additional human voice to your own voice. And even if you're not a singer, make your guitar do things that you can say, that you can sing. If you sing what you play and play what you sing, you'll become a better singer and you'll also become a better player. Because guitar players have the disadvantage of they don't have to breathe. They can just keep on, the string of notes keep on going. And that's cool. Sometimes that's what's required. But I think it speaks to people's soul when they hear human speech come out of an instrument, a drum or a guitar or a saxophone. They can almost hear the words if they can hear the intention that you had when you played it, as opposed to my intention is I practiced this. It's very flashy and impressive, and I plan to execute that at the show tonight. Well, that's nice for you, but you might as well be doing high jump or pole vaulting or something. It's like, that's very nice, but who cares? It's not music. Music is when you communicate something to somebody. So however you do it, if your amp is distorted or your amp is clean or you play a Stratocaster or a Gibson, it doesn't actually matter if what you're saying ain't worth hearing. So yeah, to me, my gear has just become functional. I just have to have an amp that won't break after 100 shows. I used to break amps every night. Amps, not strings. I used to break amps. It was like, that's an expensive habit. No, I just started to, I upgraded and upgraded until I had a rig that never lets me down.